Hello and welcome to Tuesday night Dragon Age streaming. Let us see how lost I can get. Because that seems to be the theme of this game with me. I keep thinking I'm on the right track, and then I'm not. Hey 3D, how's it going? Bear with me for a moment while I do all my stuff. Hey Justin, how's it going? I mean, Lies of Atlas. Oh, you're getting into Red Dead. Nice. Is Callie on, or are you playing the story mode? Story, very nice. Atlas, how's Winpree doing with his Wukong? Good, glad to hear. I'm glad you're doing well. I am also doing well. Even though I'm having an issue here with my laptop. Sorry, bear with me. Making good progress, good. I was lurking most of the evening. I was painting a room in my apartment, and I had you guys in the background. But I couldn't chat much because I was painting. Alright. Sorry, I need one more moment. It's pretty sad I don't even know how to share my own channel. Twitch is just not as easy. I know 3D will chime in there. Not as easy as other places. I knew you'd. I know you love Twitch. I hope that link works. Alright. So let's see how lost I can get tonight. When I was last live, let's look at this beautiful view. Beautiful, terrifying. When I was last live, I thought I was in the wrong spot in Hinterlands, and I went over to the Oasis, and I was doing good. And you know, when you look at the map, I'm thinking, oh yeah, why am I at Hinterlands? Like, look at there's all this stuff first. There's the Inquisitor's Path, the Fallow Mire, Forbidden Oasis, Haven. Yeah, I should go to all those places first. Yeah, no. Forbidden Oasis, I might have totally screwed up myself by the end of the game. I should be in Hinterlands. I should be there leveling up. And Haven is like my home base. So I've been talking to someone who is much more knowledgeable in these games than I am. And she says that I was in the wrong spot. So that's the theme of me playing this game. So now I'm back in Haven. I might talk to some people a bit. This might be a very chill evening of just going back to the beginning again and talking to people, maybe learning how to craft.
It occurs to me I don't actually know much about you.
What do you want to know?
I'm not sure. Where are you from?
Tell her, make some... Well, let's tell her.
No specific place. My mercenary band worked mostly in the free marches, however.
At least until you crossed the waking sea to reach the Conclave, I suppose. Tell me, do you consider the free marches your home? Are you eager to go back?
I really don't know.
Wherever I am is home enough for me.
That's how I feel now, after years of tending to business for the Divine.
Hey, Blump. I'm gonna start calling you Blump Boo. How's it going?
I'd like to get to know you better.
Boo Blump? Blump Boo,
Is that a
which
problem?
sounds better.
Not entirely. I'm just curious as to your motivation.
Ooh, I'd like us to be closer. Boy, howdy.
No motivation beyond making things between us less...
Antagonistic?
Exactly.
As you wish. My name is Cassandra Pendergast, daughter of the Royal House of Navarra, 78th in line for the Navarran throne. I joined the Seekers of Truth as a young woman, and was with the Order until they withdrew from the Chantry. I remained as the Divine's right hand, carrying out her order to form the Inquisition. And here we are. That's all there is to know, my lady.
Ooh, my lady. Hey, Loki, how's it going? You made it. Welcome. Thanks, Blump. I appreciate that. Have a good night. I will try to kick some butt. I will try to not be lost tonight. But Loki's here now. Loki's come to rescue me.
You're a member of Navarra's royal family?
The Pendergasts are a very large clan. Half of Cumberland could say the same.
Really?
No, but it feels that way. I have hundreds of relatives so distant they need charts to prove we're related at all. And they have them. Oh yes. The Pendergasts value their precious blood like it runs with gold.
You know what? In games like these, most of the time I also favor elves and mages. But the Canary was such a cool looking character that I was like, I'm gonna try something different, although she is still a mage.
And you joined the Seekers to get away from that?
It was a life worth getting away from. The Pendergasts are famed for dragon hunting, but few actually pursue the craft. Most are fat and lazy. They pay lip service to the Maker and care only for idle pleasures and past glories. My brother was all that kept me in Navarra. Once he was gone, so was I.
Ooh. This was the first EA game you really enjoy. Normally you play a rogue, okay. So this is the game where everybody gets outside of their comfort zone. I only went half outside of my comfort zone. I can't seem to get away from mage-like characters. I just like the magic too much. Well, what happened to your
Tell me
brother?
about your brother.
I would prefer not to speak of Anthony. Another time, perhaps.
Okay, that's fair. Then let's learn more about...
You don't seem to like your homeland much.
My family polluted it for me. What little I saw of my homeland was through the bars of a gilded cage. My uncle treated me like a porcelain doll to be placed on a shelf and dusted only when necessary. Thus I did not see Nevarra, the real Nevarra, until much later. By then I realized I knew it not at all.
Oh. Cassandra is awesome, right? Like, I'm not very far into the game, even though I keep jumping around. But she seems badass. And I think she was flirting with me a minute ago.
Your uncle?
She must be one
What
of the
about your
love
parents?
interests.
They had the misfortune of taking the wrong side in the second attempt to overthrow King Marcus. The king executed them, but spared my brother and I since we were family and children at the time.
Oh,
Thus we were
okay,
raised
only
by
if
my
I'm male.
uncle, a mortale Tarsi who preferred the company of his corpses to the living.
Your uncle was a Mortalitasi?
A death mage. He still is. My countrymen do not burn the dead, they bury them in special crypts. The Mortalitasi supervise the crypts, like priests. Uncle Vestalis oversees the grand necropolis. Nevarans spend more time honoring dead relatives than they do with living ones. It is odd to be so fascinated with death and its trappings. I will never understand it.
There are some that will go either way and some that have preferences. Gives them... Yeah, that is really cool. I mean, just like life, right? That's kind of... You gotta figure out who's interested in what, and that's really cool.
So you were the right hand to the Divine?
To Divine Justinia, yes. And Divine Beatrix before her, in fact. The position is normally reserved for Templars of the Knights Divine, but my circumstances were unusual.
Unusual how?
You don't know the story? Thank the Maker. I will tell you if you wish, but it isn't as exciting as some drum it up to be. The short version is that I once saved the previous Divine's life. My reward was becoming her right hand.
She may say it's not an exciting story, but
What
I
does
don't know.
a right
I
hand
kind of
do
like to hear
exactly?
about it.
What is your hand capable of? It gives, it takes, it beckons. It makes a fist. Liliana and I extended the Divine's reach beyond the Grand Cathedral. We went where she could not. After Beatrix, I was tired of the position and wanted to return to the Seekers. But Justinia convinced me to stay. Her vision for the future gave me hope.
You thought she could really change things.
Justinian knew the war was coming long before it began. She tried to avert it, but the forces arrayed against her were too strong. Sometimes you have to break a bone so it can be reset. That's where the Inquisition comes in. It was to be the answer. A means to preserve as well as an agent for change. I only wish she had lived to see it.
Cool. So I guess in this game, you really want to talk to everybody and ask all the questions, hear all the backstory. Get to know people, as you say. Oh no, you had lost your save and had to start over? That always sucks. You roll with 3 characters and 4. I can see why people would go for the Cassandra romance. Like I said, I can already tell she's pretty freaking badass. And then, I've noticed there's spots where it says you can change your companions, so there's other people. Like, this is just the same people that I started with at the beginning of the game. But it seems like maybe there's other people I can swap out.
So what's the story about you becoming the right hand?
Sweet Andraste, do you really want to hear that? It was, what, 18, 20 years ago? Some still discuss it like it happened yesterday. The tale gets bigger each time it's told. I barely recognize myself within it now.
Oh, 3 of each classes. Okay.
I'm sure you're just
I'm in
being
for a ride, aren't I, in this game?
I was there. I think I know what happened. To hear others tell it, I alone saved divine Beatrix from a horde of dragons sent to assault the Grand Cathedral. Rather impressive for such a young seeker, wouldn't you say?
And the truth is?
I stumbled upon a conspiracy to kill Beatrix. A Templar Knight Commander was at its heart. And there was a dragon battle at the Grand Cathedral that I had help from loyal mages who rallied to the cause. They freed the dragons from magical control. Without them, the Divine and I would both have died. Yet I became the right hand, and they are forgotten.
You're delightful. I love that you can say that to her.
An impressive tale. I can see why people enjoy telling it.
Just wait till they start telling stories about you.
What? Not that's all for now. There was so much more. Alright, fine.
I'll let you get back to work.
There's specializations I could choose for each. Oh boy. You know, this game is crazy in depth. No wonder I feel lost. And starting at the 3rd game is probably not a good idea. I did go and read some of the synopsis for the first 2 games. And they sound awesome.
Come on, you've seen our mounts. Most of them should be pulling plows.
Didn't you all grow up with fancy noble horses, Arnsberg? You ride whatever holds you. Why are you here with the scouts instead of bobbing around with the nobles anyway?
Who else have you romanced then? Yep, yeah, definitely met Solus. Who were the others? What's your story,
How
dude?
did you come to be here?
Come from a little town called Lothring. Long gone now. I was in Redcliffe when the Darkspawn hit it during the Blight. Helped rebuild. Left when Rorty decided it was time to hand the place over to the bloody mages. Ended up here. Just missed the boom. Can't decide if I'm the luckiest son of a bitch walking or the exact opposite.
You're still walking. That's always good.
True enough.
Who outfits the Inquisition soldiers?
Not me. I've got work to do. Can't be passing a sword to every blighter who signs up. If you want to help the troops, talk to Thren, the quartermaster. She'll set up requisitions.
Can you help improve my arms and armor?
Yes. You find a new piece, a pauldron or greaves, we'll take care of you. You can't just slap a new hilt on your sword in the field. Bring it here, we'll make sure it's done right and proper.
Goodbye.
Right.
Iron Bull. You'll understand the moment I meet him. Dorian, you had to play a male character, but worth it. And then Solus twice. Really? I have most definitely not met Iron Bull or Dorian yet. At least I don't think so. I feel like I would remember somebody with the name Iron Bull. Oh, Solus. Okay, gotcha. Iron Bull. I'm totally intrigued now. Played by Freddie Prinze Jr., really? Interesting. I know who you mean. I got it. No worries. I don't even know how to spell that, his name. Oh, warrior only. I have no clue what to do in here. I probably have to collect things first. Armor modification is weird. Yeah, like I can see where it says, you know, restriction, warrior only, requirement level 4, but I don't see how you can tell what you need to make it. Well, maybe I'll leave that for now. It's 2 modified weapons. Okay, I'll go back. Hold on. If I hover over the defender armor. Yeah, heavy arms and legs. Oh, make those pieces. Okay, so I have to find those pieces that are listed there, and then bring them back here to add them to my current armor. Okay, okay. Thank you. Alright. Who else is here that I could talk to? Okay, you just generally found better armor. Gotcha. Maybe I'll go start talking to people. Let's go find Solus. Go over there. I love my character. She's like a freaking Amazon. I think I say that every time I play. Thank you. My favorite thing to do in this game is run in circles and get lost. That's what I do. Inside here? That looks like it.
Oh, Creator, see me kneel, for I walk only where you would bid me.
We'll need some of your cloth for bandages.
And how much is much sell? Can you really put a price on the love of Andraste?
What's this? I get to
Been
read
a while
something.
since I built one of these. Prayed to the maker that I'd never have to build
Construction orders. As you know from the terrible accidents of last week, many passages through the mountains are unstable and liable to collapse at any moment. I do not wish us to lose more brothers and sisters in the search for lost cultist treasure. We must seal all entrances into the mountain. The Templars have done a careful sweep of the caves. Everything of worth was collected. What remains of the disciples of Andraste will be forgotten, buried in the earth. Once it's done, let us have no more talk of them. This is a new haven, restored to life by the true Chantry and most holy Justina V. Mother Florentine.
I guess the Maker paid you as much attention as he pays everyone else.
Don't talk like that, boy.
Oh no, you're getting blocked by mod settings for giving instructions?
If we get out of a hard fight alive, we'll thank you kindly for it.
That's weird. I'm not sure what would be doing that. Oh, I can start the process to get into Iron Bowl too, huh? Okay, well let's go talk to Solus. Oh my god. Hey Winfrey, how's it going? Go back left and up the stairs. Back this way. And up these stairs. Oh my gosh. Well, there's Varric. Let's talk to Varric.
Need something?
Yes.
Can I ask you something, Varric?
You want
Let's
to talk
chat.
about me? I'm flattered. Also inclined toward extravagant lies.
Winfrey, how is Wukon going? I was lurking for ages. I think I might have talked to him about the crossbow already.
I've never seen one like it.
Bianca? She's one of a kind. I won her from Paragon Smith Bronca in a game of Wicked Grace. She was such a sore loser. Ran off the deep roads in a huff, and that was the last anyone saw of her.
Who is she named for?
I can't tell you.
You can't tell me? Okay.
And the reason for that is...
Complicated. It's the one story I'll never tell. We just have to leave it at that.
Oh, okay. It's a mystery.
Thanks, Varric.
No problem.
Alright. Oh my gosh, I think I'm actually following the map the right way. I finally found him. Hey Solus, how's it going, bud?
Closing the breach is our primary goal. But I hope we might also discover what was used to create it. Any artifact of such power is dangerous. The destruction of the Conclave proves that much.
You don't think whatever created the explosion was destroyed in the blast?
You survived, did you not? The artifact that created the breach is unlike anything seen in this age. I will not believe it destroyed until I see the shattered fragments with my own eyes.
That's fair, I believe that.
We would do well to try to recover whatever created the breach.
Liliana's people have scoured the area near the blast and found nothing. Whatever the artifact was, it is no longer there. In any case, did you need me for anything?
Ooh, tell me about yourself. Tell me about the Fade. I want to know everything.
What do you know about the Fade?
A great deal from my wanderings. There are few hard facts, but I can share what I have learned.
Heck yeah. I need to know these things. We are about to go into an ad break, though. So I think I might take just a little minute-and-a-half break while that happens. And yeah, so we're gonna have an break in about 5 seconds, and I will take a break too and be right back. We'll see you in a minute. Alright, we are back. Now let's get the goods from Solus. Tell me all about the breach.
I'd like to know more about the breach.
Simply put, it is a tear in the veil between this world and the Fade, allowing spirits to enter the world physically. Small tears occur naturally when magic weakens the veil, or when spirits cluster at an area that has seen many deaths. But your mark allows you to exert some control over the breach. That means it was created deliberately.
I'd like to know more about the veil.
Circle mages call it a barrier between this world and the Fade. But according to my studies in ancient elven lore, that is a vast oversimplification. Without it, imagine if spirits entered freely. The Fade was not a place one went, but a state of nature like the wind.
That sounds cool as heck.
It sounds like it would be wonderful.
And dangerous. But yes, a world where imagination defines reality. Where spirits are as common as trees or grass. Instead, spirits are strange and fearful. And the Fade is a terrifying world touched only by mages and dreamers. I am glad that I'm not alone in seeing the beauty of such a world, along with the obvious peril.
Tell me about demons.
I'd like to know more about demons.
The Chantry says that demons hate the natural world and seek to bring their chaos and destruction to the living. But such simplistic labels misconstrue their motivations, and in so doing, do all a great disservice. Spirits wish to join the living, and a demon is that wish gone wrong.
Solus loves intelligence and being able to explore possibilities. That sounds cool. Can we change
Is there a way
that?
to coexist? To live with them, if not in peace, at least without such active confrontation?
Not in the world we know today. The veil creates a barrier that makes true understanding most unlikely. But the question is a good one, and it matters that you thought to ask.
We'll talk later.
Goodbye.
I'm not done though. I want to ask more about you now.
Greetings.
Here we go.
I'd like to know more about you, Solus.
Why?
Why?
You're an apostate, yet you risked your freedom to help the Inquisition.
Not the wisest course of action when framed that way.
I appreciate the work you're doing, Solus. I just wanted to know more about you.
I'm sorry. With so much fear in the air. What would you know of me?
He's a wee bit defensive, and I don't blame him.
What made you start studying the Fade?
I grew up in a village to the north. There was little to interest a young man, especially one gifted with magic. But as I slept, spirits of the Fade showed me glimpses of wonders I had never imagined. I treasured my dreams. Being awake, out of the Fade, became troublesome.
That does sound dangerous.
Did spirits try to tempt you?
No more than a brightly colored fruit is deliberately tempting you to eat it. I learned how to defend myself from more aggressive spirits, and how to interact safely with the rest.
Ooh, that's
I learned
cool.
how to control my dreams with full consciousness. There was so much I wanted to explore.
I gather you didn't spend your entire life dreaming.
No. Eventually, I was unable to find new areas in the Fade.
Why?
2 reasons. First, the Fade reflects the world around it. Unless I traveled, I would never find anything new. Second, the Fade reflects and is limited by our imaginations. To find interesting areas, one must be interesting.
Weird, but good for you. The answers are kind of funny.
Is this why you joined the Inquisition?
I joined the Inquisition because we were all in terrible danger. If our enemies destroyed the world, I would have nowhere to lay my head while dreaming of the Fade.
I wish you luck.
Thank you. In truth, I've enjoyed experiencing more of life to find more of the Fade.
How so?
You train your will to control magic and withstand possession. Your indomitable focus is an enjoyable side benefit. You have chosen a path whose steps you do not dislike because it leads to a destination you enjoy. As have I.
You said you'd traveled to many different places.
This world, or its memory, is reflected in the Fade. Dream in ancient ruins, and you may see a city lost to history. Some of my fondest memories were found in crumbling cities, long picked dry by treasure seekers, the best of the battlefields. Spirits press so tightly on the veil that you can slip across with but a thought.
Does sound really cool.
Any place in particular?
I dreamt at Ostagar. I witnessed the brutality of the Darkspawn and the valor of the Ferelden warriors. I saw Alistair and the hero Ferelden light the signal fire, and Logain's infamous betrayal of Kaelin's forces.
You know what? I did read some of the synopses today, and I'm like, hey, I'm kind of following today what's happened.
I've heard the stories. It would be interesting to hear what it was really like.
That's just it. In the Fade, I see reflections created by spirits who react to the emotions of the warriors. One moment, I see heroic wardens lighting the fire, and a power-mad villain sneering as he lets King Kaelin fall. The next, I see an army overwhelmed and a veteran commander refusing to let more soldiers die in a lost cause.
And you can't tell which is real?
It is the Fade. They are all real.
All real.
Have you always traveled and studied alone?
Not at all. I have built many lasting friendships. Spirits of wisdom, possessed of ancient knowledge, happy to share what they had seen. Spirits of purpose helped me search. Even wisps, curious and playful, would point out treasures I might have missed.
Yeah, that sounds amazing.
I'm impressed that you could become friends with spirits.
Anyone who can dream has the potential. Few ever try. My friends comforted me in grief and shared my joy. Yet, because they exist without form, as we understand it, the Chantry declares that spirits are not truly people. Is Cassandra defined by her cheekbones and not her faith? Varric by his chest hair and not his wit?
Fair point.
I hadn't thought about it that way, but I see your point.
Thank you. Few are willing to entertain such a notion.
Oh, he downright approved, not slightly approved.
We'll talk later.
Goodbye.
Yeah, Soul seems pretty cool.
Hello.
What else you got for me? Nothing right now. Okay.
We'll talk later.
Goodbye.
We'll talk later. All right. Once they don't have anything more to say, that makes sense. He'll probably have more to say later. Alright, so, how do I start the Iron Bowl? Totally intrigued now. Pretty sure I talked to these people last time I played. What's this right here? Yeah, the map really does suck. Oh, I got something I get to read. The Randy Dowager Quarterly. Codex unlocked. You've just memorized where stuff is. Yeah, I'm sure I'll get there at some point. Definitely not there yet. A well-worn quarterly missive of suspect virtue. The Randy Dowager welcomes the cool of autumn with the fall of another, the collected dreams of desire, being the confessions of an apprentice and training more furrowing than harrowing, forbidden dalliances at their most spirited. So we've got smut. The Randy Dowager, exhibitions for the noble of thought, but spry of step. The lady herself says, enchanting, wait, why am I struggling with this? The lady herself says, enchanting. One supports the circles, if only because closed doors offer the imagination more. 3 scarves fluttered in shock out of 5. So we've got smut. Nice. Oh, I do have. Nice. I don't have that one though.
And done.
Oh, that's the same.
Perhaps another time. You're back. And in one piece.
How do I
How do
order
I go about
potions?
having potions made?
Just take a look there and tell me what you'd like. Find a recipe for something better, I can make that too.
Oh, there's a difference? Equip or upgrade? equip. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh, and I didn't realize different I can assign different potions to different companions. That means Solus has 3 of those, and I have 3 of those? Oh, upgrade. Oh, okay, I see. It tells me what I need and what I don't have. I need to be collecting more shit as I'm exploring, I guess. I've been trying to collect stuff. Do I also have to find recipes? Like, how do I unlock these? Find recipes out and about, maybe? Hidden recipes, quests and stuff. Okay, okay. $22 Blood Lotus. That's a lot of... That's a lot! Alright. Note to self, gather everything I see. Always run quests on that table in the... You know what, I don't think I actually understand how to work those. Or... No, that's not true. I think I did one... I think I did just my first one last time. I'm gonna go there next. I'll go take a look at that stuff next. The Singing Maiden. Have you ever heard the story of King Bedwyr? Bedwyr, like most kings, was a man of great pride who expected nothing but complete loyalty from his subjects. He believed the best way to achieve this was through fear. After all, those who feared him would never cross him or question his rule. Most importantly, those who feared him would always seek to please him. Bedwyr cultivated terror in his subordinates through the gleeful and unrestrained use of a contraption referred to as the Maiden. The Maiden was a hinged iron casket as high and wide and deep as a man, with vicious spikes within. This sounds familiar. Meant to pierce through the poor soul locked into it. Bedwyr's Maiden was a prized possession and stood in a place of honor in his throne room, often with a screaming victim inside it. Political rivals, suspected assassins, treasonous ministers. The Maiden consumed them all. But as time passed, more people were given to the Maiden for increasingly trivial offenses. The cook for oversalting the king's food, the page boy for dropping his sword. The Maiden cast a pall over the kingdom, and its people prayed for deliverance from their cruel king. Then, one day, a strange woman rode into the city. She called herself Ember, and was an emissary from a far-off land. Her leaders had heard, she said, of Bedwyr's wisdom and authority, and she sought the king's counsel. The thought that he had earned the adulation of brother kings across the sea made Bedwyr swell with pride, and he granted Ember an audience. They dined and danced, and through it all Ember flattered and fawned on the king. At the end of the night, Ember asked to see the maiden, the infamous device that had given Bedwyr all his power. The king, giddy with praise, proudly presented Ember with the empty contraption. Ember looked at the maiden, sighed with disappointment, and said, "That does not look terrifying at all. I should have imagined the spikes to be much sharper." Bedwyr grew red at her comment and replied, "The spikes are sharp enough. Look at the blood that still clings to them." "But it is so small," said Ember. "Are only children and women its victims?" Bedwyr grew redder still and replied, "Of course not. The maiden has devoured many men." Ember shook her head and said to the king, "I do not believe it. Surely no warriors could fear this thing. A man like yourself, tall and muscled, would not fit within." The king laughed and saw a way to prove the merit of the maiden to Ember. "I will show you how easily a man like myself could fit," he said, and with that he stepped into the device. But Ember was waiting, and no sooner had Bedwyr squeezed himself into the iron casket than Ember slammed it shut on him. Ember took the maiden, with the screaming Bedwyr inside, through the castle and down into the city, and the people, finally free from the king's tyranny, cheer and dance to the singing that echoed through the streets until Bedwyr was dead, and it finally stopped. A tale often told in the Singing Maiden Tavern.
It's far too soon to consider anything like that.
I was talking with a friend who said there used to be a verse about an elf with a giant.
The ones with,
No, that's not
pyramid.
True. I'm sorry. But
You
that
can go
doesn't
to
mean
the
that
other
Maker loves you
ones
any
you are
less.
sending people out. I send people out doing stuff? I didn't know that. Oh, okay. Liliana, Josephine, and Cullen. That's these people, right? Josephine. Okay. I did not know that. Anna is basically over rogues, Josephine is diplomatic, and Cullen is my commanding officer. Okay, I think I did go and speak to them last time I played, but I feel like there's just so much information right now that it's overwhelming, and I'm not keeping things straight in my head. There's just so much.
When there was no sky maker, you were the sky.
I have heard
When there was no earth.
Talk to her. Alright, let's go into the War Council. Yeah, and I feel like every time I play, I'm just getting more overwhelmed. Like, there's so much. There's just so much.
My scouts are posted on the ridges in case there's any trouble.
You know, I kind of feel like I do need a notebook beside me, because there is so much. I'm starting to think that might happen. Did you ever play Skyrim, Loki? Like, that's the closest I can equate this to, and I loved Skyrim. I don't know if I was this overwhelmed when I started Skyrim, though. Maybe this has got more lore to it. Okay, yeah, so you... Which would you say is more in-depth and has more lore? This or Skyrim? I mean, I was gonna say, I guess Dragon Age has got 3 and now 4 games coming out, but I mean, Elder Scrolls has more than one game too. I only played Skyrim and a bit of Elder Scrolls Online. And I guess that's Commander Cullen right there. Building watchtowers. Build watchtowers. With the watchtowers built, we've had advance warning of demon and bandit attacks. The area is safer for both the refugees and the farmers who have fled the nearby fields. Much appreciated, sir. It's good to know that the Inquisition is willing to put in the time to help these people. Corporal Vale. Accept report. Skyrim has a lot of lore, but it doesn't do a ton giving answers, where each Dragon Age solely explored. Gotcha. I'm already feeling like this is more than Skyrim, and yeah. I'm liking it, and I think I'm really gonna love it once I'm not so lost and confused. Right? That would be really cool. There's so much potential with Elder Scrolls. Like, they could have so many more games. Do you guys ever play Elder Scrolls Online? You have a max level character? Oh shit. Gotcha. I had a hard time getting... I have Elder Scrolls Online. I didn't play it very much. I don't know, we couldn't figure out... I had a few people to play with, and we couldn't figure out how to actually get together in the same area to play together. And I mean, I enjoyed it alright playing on my own. One trophy requires you to... Okay, damn. That's probably not an easy thing to do. Okay, so these look like different missions I can do. Hydrate. Alrighty, I'm sitting up and I'm having some water, thank you. You have to be on top for the entire PvP season? That sounds intense. You always choose the person... Oh, that requires time there? So, is this... Oh, is this where I'm sending out the people to do stuff? That you were just telling me about? So this one's 12, the other was 15, and the other was 20 minutes. So, oh, and then I can choose who I send out. Okay. So we'll send this one out. Hard in Hightown. Varric's Revenge. Oh, okay. So can I send one of these people out and then go back to Hinterlands? Like, is this time stuff, this works in the background while I go off doing other things? Okay, okay. I'm gonna read this one and then I will... Okay, cool. And then I come back and that's where I read the report like I just did with Cullen, I guess? Whoever I send will come back and give me a report? Awesome, okay. I really appreciate you taking the time to hang out with me and explain all this to me. So lost. Piece by piece, it'll come together. Alright, so let's do this one. Hard in Hightown. Well, that's good. That's good. I need someone who loves it. I mean, like I said, I think I am going to love it. I just need to wrap my head around it a bit more. Alright, Ruffles. I need a favor. Actually, let's call it a loan, since I'll pay it back. I got a letter from my editor in Kirkwall today. That was from the second game, right? Kirkwall? She tells me that Hard in Hightown 3, the repunching appeared in print from an anti-van printer a couple of weeks ago. I'll give you a moment to contemplate the horror that is that title. I had my contacts in the Merchants Guild look for the author a couple years back. The best they could find out after spending a couple hundred gold was that Pyrrol Bellenforth is a pen name. I could have told them that for free. You've got contacts with the anti-van print houses. Maybe you could find out more than the guild. Book series written by... Shoot, I didn't realize. Yep. I'm gonna wait for 20 seconds. Alright, I'm sorry, that's my bad. I should have noticed there was an ad coming and stopped talking for a minute and a half. I get too excited about the game and then I lose track of things and... I basically just read off that thing, so I don't think you missed anything. So I need to decide if I'm gonna send Liliana or Josephine. I think I'm gonna select her.
Let's see what we have.
Oh, I didn't notice that each one of them has a time. Alright, well, we'll let her do that. Oh, she was a party character in the first game. That's cool. You know, I still have my PS3. I'm like, I don't know, maybe I'll go back and play the first two at some point, if I could find them. Alright, so I'm going back to the hinterlands. Oh, Cullen's here. Let's say hi to Cullen. Maybe?
I will keep the peace while you and the others appeal to the Chantry in Val Royeaux.
Better ready yourself for the blame you will be rightly assigned.
Okay, maybe I won't talk to him. I don't want to talk to that guy. Okay, so back to hinterlands. I have no idea what I was even doing over there. I was basically walking around the map. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with my people. Right, I forgot I've got to select them all. Alrighty. I have a lot of half-finished stuff. Inquisitor's Path is my main story. Okay. The Rester's Zone quest. So I think part of what got me confused is like the Fallowmire Forbidden Oasis is before Hinterlands. And I was feeling like I was getting my ass kicked so badly in Hinterlands. Like I've closed some rifts, I've done some missions. Oh, alphabetical order. Well, fine. Alright, so how do I start this Iron Bull? They aren't in difficulty order. My brain was going in difficulty order. Guess I should go in for... I could go do this one. This would finish this. Oh, and it's literally right here. Oh, Inquisitor's Path. You have to talk to the lady for your main story. Alright, but let me go do this. Because it's right here.
Nothing to report, sir.
I think I just did like normal difficulty.
If those refugees are going to defend themselves, they'll need real defenses. I've got a few ideas.
I've built watchtowers in the areas you recommended.
Nicely done. That'll give both your refugees and our farmers some warning next time trouble pays a visit. I'll speak to the Master and have weapons sent to your people at the crossroads.
Nice. Cool. Alright, so... Okay, so I need to go back to... That's all good. I don't think I'm very far. I think I started doing all these side missions. And I don't know if I couldn't go or just couldn't figure out how to go to, I guess I can go back. Alright, I'll go back in there and take a look. Okay, and I didn't even look at that side, so you couldn't tell how, where I was at. Orlais is France? Okay. I just fast traveled to go and let him know the watchtowers were done, that's all. And look, I remembered where I'm going this time. I'm not running in circles for 30 seconds. Nope, no time crunch, it's fine.
Thank you for all that you are doing to help.
I'm really bad at wandering and getting distracted too. Alright.
Did you see the message I sent? Yes, thank you.
You were so addicted you beat the game the first month it came. Did you play the first two before this one came out? Oh, this means main story? So what's the cost? Is that Inquisition perks or power? Perks as special abilities, power as cost. Okay. You played Origins. Oh nice, you got the plat for it? That's cool. Alright, address the Chantry in Val Royeaux. The remaining Chantry clerics have declared the Inquisition heretical. Attempts to gather allies against the breach have been rebuffed. And at this moment we could not step foot into the capital without being attacked by a mob or arrested. We must convince the Chantry to permit us entry into the city so we can show them the Herald of Andraste is not the monster they believe.
Having the Herald address the clerics is not a terrible idea.
You can't be serious.
Mother Giselle isn't wrong. At the moment, the Chantry's only strength is that they are united in opinion.
And we should ignore the danger to the Herald.
Let's ask her.
Fuck it, I'm not worried.
What can they do is just talk.
Don't underestimate the power of their words. An angry mob will do you in just as quickly as a blade.
I will go with her. Mother Giselle said she could provide us names. Use them.
But why? This is nothing but a...
What choice do we have, Liliana? Right now, we can't approach anyone for help with the breach. Use what influence we have to call the clerics together. Once they are ready, we will see this through.
You've got the platinum for all three. Very nice. People are afraid of the Canary, huh? Bring it! Let's go make them not afraid. Cassandra was the right hand, and Liliana was the left hand. I feel like Cassandra just stepped forward and was like, "And you have my axe," when she said she'd come with me. Wait, am I a baddie? We are into war and want everyone to follow their religion? Am I a baddie? Alright, address the Chantry in Val Royeaux. The remaining Chantry clerics have declared... Wait, I just read that. Yes, confirm. Alright, I'm a good one then. Oh, I got a trophy. Speak only the word. Oh, I missed that. A religion where no one has names and predetermined roles in life. Women are not warriors. Your name is your role. My name is Hera. What would that be?
The city still mourns.
Their mages have their mouths sewn? Yeah, that's not cool. Oh shit.
Just a guest seeker, but I think they all know who we are.
Your skills of observation never fail to impress me, Varric.
My Lady Herald.
You're one of Leliana's people. What have you found?
The Chantry Mothers await you, but so do a great many Templars.
There are Templars here?
People seem to think the Templars will protect them from the Inquisition. They're gathering on the other side of the market. I think that's where the Templars intend to meet you.
Only one thing to do, then.
Kick ass or diplomacy?
They wish to protect the people? From us?
You think the Order's return to the fold, maybe? To deal with us upstarts?
I know Lord Seeker Lucius. I can't imagine him coming to the Chantry's defense. Not after all that's occurred.
We're doing all this to get help with the breach. Maybe this is our chance to get the Templars on our side.
Perhaps. Return to Haven. Someone will need to inform them if we are delayed.
As you say, my lady.
Oh, I can just click on the right stick to join that. Okay. That is good to know, thank you. Alright, convince Dennett to provide horses to the Inquisition. This place is purty. Le Masque de Lilon. Summer Bazaar. This is where I'm gonna get distracted by everything. In most societies, mages live in towers with Templars as their wards. But to many they feel like prisoners with every action being watched. Oh. Probably not too thrilled that we've got 2 mages. A
Templars will
Canary.
help us as they always have. We've no need for an Inquisition.
The Inquisition? We don't require that sort of thing in Val-Royaux. The Inquisition? We don't require that sort of thing in Val-Royaux.
Good people of Val-Royaux, hear me. Together, we mourn our divine. A naive and beautiful heart, silenced by treachery. You wonder what will become of a murderer. Well, wonder no more. Behold, the so-called Herald of Andraste, claiming to rise where our beloved fell. We say this is a false prophet, a wicked Conari sent to subvert the Maker's word.
Yeah, definitely see the French here. Let's talk peacefully.
We came here in peace, simply to talk, and this is what you do. I implore you, let us sit down together to deal with the real threat.
It's true. The Inquisition seeks only to end this madness before it is too late.
It is already too late. The Templars have returned to the Chantry. They will face this Inquisition, and the people will be safe once more.
Winfrey! Thanks for the raid, man. Welcome, everybody. And
Still
good night,
yourself.
3D.
She
See you
is
tomorrow.
beneath us.
She is beneath us. Oh.
You're not here to deal with the Inquisition?
As if there were any reason to.
Lord Seeker Lucius, it's imperative that we speak with...
You will not address me.
Lord
Welcome,
Seeker?
Winfrey and friends.
Creating a heretical movement. Raising up a puppet as Andraste's prophet. You should be ashamed. You should all be ashamed. The Templars failed no one when they left the Chantry to purge the mages. You are the ones who have failed. You who'd leash our righteous swords with doubt and fear. If you came to appeal to the Chantry, you are too late. The only destiny here that demands respect is mine.
Wow, he's intense. Welcome, Winfrey and friends. Thank you for the raid. I'm sorry, you showed up right in a cutscene and I'm all distracted and discombobulated now.
What we truly need is an alliance that will seal the breach.
Cheese brain.
Oh, the breach is indeed a threat. But you certainly have no power to do anything about it.
But Lord Seeker, what if she really was sent by the Maker? What if...
You are called to a higher purpose. Do not question.
I will make the Templar Order a power that stands alone against the Void. We deserve recognition. Independence. You have shown me nothing, and the Inquisition, less than nothing. Templars, Val-Royaux is unworthy of our protection. We march.
Oh, shit. He's bailing.
Charming fellow, isn't he?
Has Lord Seeker Lucius gone mad?
Kinda seems like it.
Doesn't look like we'll be getting the Templars to help us after all.
I wouldn't write them off so quickly. There must be those in the Order who see what he's become. Either way, we should first return to Haven and inform the others.
Return to Haven? We just fucking got here. That scene when you load up the game is literally the mages and Templars walking to the temple for the peace talks. Okay. Winfrey, how did the rest of your stream go? Talk to that. Your virgin ears. Wait, what did I even say? Belle? Am I talking to Belle?
Ever since our divine was murdered, toothless old fools are lost without
what
her.
they're saying real?
What are the Grand Clerics
The
doing while
Inquisition's
the
going
main
to fix the
circles
hole
lie
in the
empty?
sky?
You said the F word. Have you known me for 30 seconds?
I'm going to give it a try, at least.
No one is doing anything. The Chantry is useless, and the Templars... Andraste. I never thought they'd abandon us. Listen, your camp will need food. I have contacts. We'll have deliveries there in days.
You want to help the Inquisition?
Nice.
Never been part of something this big before, but if your Inquisition's going to seal the sky, I want to help.
Heck yeah. Go to Haven.
Head to Haven,
Bring on
then.
the help.
We need good people.
I don't know if I'm that, but it will be nice to see. Thank you.
Get in the fucking boobie. If your boobs have holes, you should get that looked at. Just saying. Cool. So she is helping us. She is sending food. And she has a kick-ass outfit. Oh, okay. So this is the lady you were telling me I need to speak to get to Iron Bull. I like her mask and her hat. That's a pretty cool place.
The Chantry has just...
What's that? What the fuck?
An arrow with a message?
Fetch their Templars back.
That almost hit me in the knee. She's a bonus. She gives you perk stuff. Okay. Mysterious arrow. Favors for friends. A message is attached, written in a large flowing hand and bordered with doodles. People say you're special. I want to help, and I can bring everyone. There's a baddie in Val Royaux. I hear he wants to hurt you. Have a search for the red things in the market, the docks, and round the cafe, and maybe you'll meet him first. Bring swords. Friends of Red Jenny. A poor drawing of the location in the market is attached. See, I feel like I need a notebook to write down stuff like this. Search for red things in the market, the docks, and around the cafe. So the question is, do I want to look around here? Oh, the diamonds are... Okay, I see. So I don't need the notebook for that one specifically. I mean, it doesn't seem like a very big place. Sounds good, Winfrey. Lurk away. Definitely get some food. Oh, and I'm going to pay attention this time and say we are having an ad in a minute and a half, so I'm going to try to pay attention to that. The stars are like teleports to other areas. Like these funky looking things. Oh yeah, travel, look at that. Okay. I have learned more in the past, what, hour and a half from you than I have in my 6 or 7 hours previously playing this game. Alright, let's go collect the red things then. Down this way, yeah.
This victory must please you greatly, Seeker Cassandra.
We came here seeking only to speak with the mothers. This is not our doing, but yours.
Dudes. You're blocking me. Ooh, like salmon. Alright, perfect. I will not do anything because a break is starting in 3 seconds. So I'm going to run to the washroom and grab a drink too. Alright. Excuse me, I am back. Looks like we are through our ad. Difficult times for those who have lost. While I understand concerns for propriety and the general dressing of the bazaar, I must caution that release is needed. We are suffering not just ongoing civil conflict pitting brother against sister, not just outright war pitting Templar against mage, not just the loss of our most holy and the best of our leaders. We are suffering all three, as the sky is wounded for all to see. All we know of our world is threatened. along with all we know of the next. With this most grave notation, I ask that the writs of losses and missing remain, that the citizens, however indirectly, be allowed to post their griefs of known dead and the names of hopefully living, and with them their criticisms of how they have been told or not told. For while I have no doubt we as Orlesians will maintain our utmost composure, there must be release, there must be grief, there must be mourning. If not, if we do not allow this simple expression, we risk a greater outburst. Let our people shed their tears in as reserved a means as necessary. The market will be cleared in due course, but this day, this time, we must let this simple expression stand. Written by Captain Albion, Orlesian Guard, Summer Bazaar. Ooh. Pretty.
We should search the area.
Welcome back, Loki. Reservoir stocking evaluation. Tremors floating. Taste is off. Water birds die off. Restocking failed. Fish not fit. Do not consume. Ooh, what's this red thing? Oops. Red handkerchief. Favors for friends. A red handkerchief folded around a key with a small, hasty scrawl. Key lifted from drunk swearing about Harold. Don't know what door. I'm out. My debt is paid. So much to read. Miroir de la Mer reveals folly. Miroir de la Mer was cut from Val Royaux in 849 Blessed. It was the will of the Maid Emperor Reveal, who demanded a reflecting pool large enough to draw his vain deceased mother back across the Vale. Many shops and vendors were evicted to make room for his folly, and several memorials to the heroes of the first four blights were simply toppled. The reservoir supports little in the way of life, as the bottom was lined with lead to increase its reflective properties. Reveal intended it for divination, using boats as massive planchettes, but work was not finished until the week of his own death. The waters see little use today, save for lazy, or fornication, sojourns by the mobility aboard decorative gondolas. Excerpted and torn from a disposable walking tour of the capital by William Abard. There's so much lore. The name of the world, Thedas, is literally the Dragon Age setting. Oh, cool. There is, so, like, I read everything I can find, and I'm not going to remember it all. It's cool to read at the time, though. All these little stories and whatnot. Alright, let's go find
They left us.
the next one.
All things in this world are finite. What one man gains, another has lost. Those who steal from their brothers and sisters do harm to their livelihood and to their peace of mind.
Le Masque de Lyon. We cheered when honored was her might, but many more deserve a thought. For though she was the first a knight, her ken and kind have always fought. From a plaque with the dedication Le Masque de Lyon, sponsored by Princess Corinne's 1st Cavalry cavalry for those we stood beside. Okay, let me get the thing first.
What is this now?
Favors for friends. A different, simple script on the back of a stable report marked with red paint. Thank you, friend, for helping good Lady Kiris. Saw those who asked about Herald enter third passage, could not stay to see them exit. There's a lot to read in this area. Knot of Heroes. Mafarath and Sacrifice. Andraste, Our Lady, the sword and the fire against Tevinter, betrayed to the Empire in exchange for a kingdom. Mafarath, now synonymous with treachery. But would Andraste have won? And if not, what would we have lost? Let us look not just at the act, but at the why of it. As the armies of faith pierced the imperial homeland, it was revealed not as a wave, but as an arrow. And as any hunter will attest, if your aim is not true, there is no returning to the bow. We must consider, not much of Our Lady's victory to this point was against true Imperium, and how much was against the echoes of Empire. Andraste, the inspiration, may not have considered such, but Mafarath the general fought for homeland, not visions. Was it victory or defeat that his betrayal held at bay? Mafarath made the deal that killed Our Lady. That is fact, and when Andraste died, Mafarath was gifted everything from the southern plains south. How generous and impossible to hold this must have seemed. Let us look on Mafarath and the legacy he divided among his sons, not with an eye for accusation, but from a tactical consideration. For he must have known that mere rivals had never stopped Tevinter? What if he set about creating peers and none of this was accident? How he feared Izarath, Evrion, and Verald. Excerpt from A History Not of Heroes, Readings in the Ugly Heart of Change, collected by Philium, a bard. Yeah, this is a small area. I swear I've read more in the past, 15 minutes than I have in ages. Alright. Are these elevators? No. Or are these elevators the star things?
By me.
Let's talk to the soldier while I'm here.
We maintain an Inquisition presence on Commander Cullen's orders. This has been received as you might expect.
Is there something you need?
Oh, yes.
Is there something you need? Oh, yes. Alright, let's go to one of these stars. Some areas have multiple levels. Press L2 or R2 to view them. Oh yeah, right there. There we go. Oh, cool, okay. So we are up top. And we have the last red thing. Favors for friends. A scrap of parchment is hastily torn from an ornate document, stuffed into its hiding space with a large red sock. And we are to obey well. We meet at 3 bells to discuss how best to serve the new way. Scrawled below in a misspelled script. Herald, go at time. Praise addressed. Taken together, the messages reveal a time, path, and key to a location on the world map. Season of the Four Afoul. At this window, the thief Treadwell did witness the attempted assault of Lady Castine. He surrendered his chance for escape to catch and hold her assailant. A bard of Lord Halavine, hero thief, foiled bard, and conspiring noble were all censured as per their station and relevant action. Lashing in labor, disappeared, and ostracized for the social season, respectively. Oh, really? I get XP every time? Sweet. So it's a good thing I'm reading all this? The scandal played out far longer in the theoretically serialized adaptation, which reimagined the three as siblings separated at birth, competing for Lady Castine's hand at her orchestration. The conclusion was relatively accurate to the original event, save the punishment of the thief and noble being swapped to comic effect. Generally good reviews received, though some thought the height of the lady's hair to be unrealistic. Excerpted, and torn from A Disposable Walking Tour of the Capital by Philium, a bard. Oh shit, I am racking up the XP in this area then. Is that going to another place? Nope. Ooh, another part of the Randy Dowager Quarterly. An unread quarterly missive of suspect virtue. The Randy Dowager ignites winter passions with the collected, conscripted by love, being a tale of heroes come legends, the Grey Wardens and their shining duty to claim those of promise who most suit their joining. The Randy Dowager, exhibition for the noble of thought, but spry of step. The lady herself says, always a classic when wardens come calling, or dare one suggest, the reverse. 4 scarves fluttered in shock out of 5. RD. What, nothing to read down here? Come on now. Can I just jump off? Is that gonna hurt? Maybe a little.
How's it been?
Good day.
Good day. I said good day.
Good day to you.
Good day to you. It's funny that they're not actually speaking French.
How's it been? All's well, it seems.
I'm just gonna do a little mosey around here. Nope, see? Because there's more to read. Her Majesty's convenience, a plaque reads. For Her Majesty's convenience, wood and vines divide the berries. Let's try that again. For Her Majesty's convenience, wood and vines defy the very sun and rain. Might as well be. Yeah, it definitely has the French influence. Ooh, a new book. Not of Heroes, the Death of Diversity. What could hold back an empire? Another. What could hold back so defined a people as Tevinter? Tevinter? I don't know how to say that. Another. Let us consider if eldest Isarath was not meant to honor Mafarath, for the father's fate had already condemned by hidden betrayal. Let us consider that Izarath was told to turn from ties to Mazarath, frickin' high fantasy names, man. Let us consider that Izarath was told to turn from ties to Mafarath, to look forward, not back. What of his actions then? Izarath was granted a land of tribes, of scattered alliance. His answer was the grand unification, which most condemn as arrogance. Sweeping changes in trade, relocations to break local allegiances, all to favor centralized trade and power. Cities were leveled to expand a new capital, a powerful and influential city of a new nation, Val Royeaux of Orlais, and all in the name of not lost Andraste, but of holding back looming Tevinter. Tevinter. Power was united, but cultures less so. Investing everyone in the new Orlais stratified the classes, and through it all spread a bitterness that a Ferelden ruled. Izarath avoided the stain of his father, for he was seen as victim too, but he was still Alamari. What if, dear readers, the final unifying element came not from accident or even the deliberate actions of Izarath, but from a common hatred, and not the common hatred of the day? The sons of Mafarath would succeed at creating a pure Tevinter, but only at the cost of themselves. Excerpted from A History Not of Heroes, reading in the ugly heart of change. Andraste united people, including elves, to fight against Tevinter to free slaves. The word of the Maker became known as the Bride of the Maker. Mafrath became jealous of the Maker and betrayed Andraste. This is like a whole soap opera drama, man. This is kind of cool having you in chat, Loki, giving us even more lore.
What? Yes, I'm sorry. Minding the duties of the ailing mother, Havara. I am rather overwhelmed. Forgive me. I am unsure whether I meant to extend chantry services to you, and that troubles me greatly.
You're good, sister.
Do harm to their livelihood and to their peace.
Oh my gosh, more to read?
You can seize this with a heavy heart.
In the first game, you go to the temple? That's cool. See? I don't know, man. I wonder if I could find them for my PS3. Victory and Shade, a plaque reads, "Here grows one of many strange trophies returned from the liberation of Kirkwall in 760 Storm, where brave Orlesian forces turned back the unstoppable Canary. A cutting salvaged from a burning dreadnought was presented to Emperor Cyril, and it was tended to full growth by the careful hands of Val Royeaux's master landscaper." Temple of the Sacred Ashes. Sounds like it would be a cool storyline. Even just by the name.
Watch your tongue.
Maker.
There was no word for heaven or for earth or sea or sky.
That's a cool sign.
Yes, thank you.
Look at all the scrolls. Hello, merchant.
Inquisition, eh? I'll sell. But if the Chantry censures you, I'm not liable. No offense, but I have to live here, and Val Royeaux can be Traditional. Inquisition, eh? I'll sell. But if the Chantry censures you, I'm not liable. No offense, but I have to live here, and
They
Val
worship
Royeaux can
Andraste
be
like Catholics worship Mary. Okay, that puts it in perspective.
Inquisition, eh?
No, I'm
I'll
trying to hit
sell.
buy and sell,
But
not
if the
you, dude.
Chantry censures... No
I actually
offense,
don't
but I
think
have to
I
live
want to
here, and Val Royeaux can be traditional.
do Sunbeam. Alright.
Hear my cry. Seat me by your side in death. Make me one within your glory. And let the world once more see your favor. Things in this world are finite.
Let me in.
One man gains, another has lost. Those who steal from their brothers and sisters do harm to their livelihood. Who can be reasonable? I'll make a scene.
So do I want to just pop back and meet Iron Bull? I know I haven't done everything here and looked everywhere here. But honestly, I'm kind of getting tired of reading. Yeah, maybe I should just pop up here while I'm here.
Has just shown themselves helpless.
I also have 2 other characters I opened up. Here? At Val Royeaux, or... That's just really cool looking. Oh, okay. I'm gonna take a boo up here and I'm gonna find more stuff to read. Yep. Couldn't be more. When you say I've unlocked other characters, are you talking about companions or love interests or both? The waiting alcove, a plaque reads, "Forever empty in anticipation of artistic endeavor, worthy of the envy and insidious jealousy of the capital and her glorious emperor. 848 blessed." Scratched below the inscription, "Mad shit, empty as his head." Mad shit, empty as his head. I like that. Two characters are companions. One is romanceable only to females. I think the other is... Okay. Is there going to be something else to read down here? Yep, another plaque. No one you know ever tried to romance her? Okay. Pillars of her everlasting flame. A plaque bears the following inscription. The pillows of... The pillows. I'm tired. That was a Freudian slip. The pillars of her everlasting flame. Ignited 530 exalted. Capped 862 exalted. Forgive them their petty nature. For the soot of your eternal flames blackens their silks. Both are few. Oh, you know what? I don't even think it registered in my brain. I wasn't even thinking gender. Was I down here? Nope. Because I missed this. The mystery and meaning of 8 silks. 8 silks drape across Belmarsh. 8 silks that frame the sky and shade the calm of commerce. But why 8? That question is posed time and again by visitor and philosopher. What in the grand history of our capital is displayed in the subtle choice? The ages. But we have had 9, and what fool would have made such a prediction? There is nothing in the Orlesian mindset, in the heat of Orlais, that suggests even a hint of accepting an end to our way. Perhaps, then, something less flattering, but veiled? It is so opined that the 8 represents the twin boys of Empress Yvette, born 799, which heralded the Blessed Age, being the entwined loops of the number 8 itself, not its value. The more irreverent suggests that the 8 could as easily be a slight against Yvette's figure, for she was rumored to be stout, but determined in her choice of corsetry. Both theories are scoffed at by historians as mere number fetish. What emerges when we consider the longevity of the question is not that there is meaning to be found, but that it is ingrained in us to search as though there is. For we need to believe that such a prominent detail of the greatest city the world has ever known must be thoroughly rife with meaning. And so certain are we that we discount even the architect, who grew so annoyed of the question that he had the answer engraved on his memorial. There were 16 rods. How compares his fact to our search for truth? From Our Orlesian Heart by formerly Sister Laudine. Solus has the highest restriction for romance, but most others it's just gender-based. So what's up with Solus? What's his, do I want to know? Would that be a spoiler? Ah, so I can't even romance him then. Ah, shit, there's an ad. I will wait a minute. Alright, sorry about that. I did see an ad coming in, and then I got sucked into reading and totally lost track of it again. You saw... I always wonder what commercials are shown. I'm nowhere near Wisconsin either, so it's kind of funny. Like, who's it based on? A restaurant there, that's funny. Alright. I did stop moving when I realized there was an ad. So... Oh. See, now this is the problem. I'm tired and I should go to sleep. And now I'm getting sucked into it. this. Welcome to Dragon Age.
If I might have a moment of your time.
Grand Enchanter Fiona?
Leader of the Mage Rebellion. Is it not dangerous for you to be here?
I heard of this gathering, and I wanted to see the fabled Herald of Andraste with my own eyes. If it's help with the breach you seek, perhaps you should look among your fellow mages.
Does that mean the mages will help us?
We are willing to discuss it with the Inquisition at least. Consider this an invitation to Redcliffe. Come, meet with the mages. An alliance could help us both, after all. I hope to see you there. Au revoir, my Lady Herald.
Come, let us return to Haven.
Haven? But I gotta go meet an Iron Bull in, Hinterlands. Oh, it is in Haven? Okay. Meet the person to then go. Okay. Oh my gosh, I'm 2 hours in and I'm finally gonna get some combat? There will be no self-immolation today. Who am I kidding? There might be. I thought I was going back to Haven, but...
Herald of Andraste, how much did you expend to discover me? It must have weakened the Inquisition immeasurably.
I don't know who you are.
You don't fool me. I'm too important for this to be an accident. My efforts will survive in victories against you elsewhere.
Just say what?
What is that?
I guess I'm meeting her.
Squishy one, but you heard me, right? Just say what? Rich tits always try for more than they deserve.
Blah, blah, blah. Obey me. Arrow in my face. So, you followed the notes well enough. Glad to see you're well fit. Heard about your kind. Seeing's different. I mean, it's all good, isn't it? The important thing is you glow. You're the herald thingy.
Some believe I'm the Herald of Andraste. But who are you? And what's this about?
No idea. I don't know this idiot from Manners. My people just said the Inquisition should look at him.
Your people? Elves?
No. People. Name's Sarah. This is cover. Get round it. For the reinforcements. Don't worry. Someone tipped me their equipment shed. They've got no breaches.
Fend off the guards. Alrighty.
Why did you take their weapons?
Oh shit, I didn't see that guy sneaking up on me. Motherfucker. Oh. Nope, no self-immolating tonight. They have no bans? Really?
friends really came through with that tip. No breaches. So,
Oh.
Herald of Andraste.
That's
You're a
awesome.
strange one. I'd like to join.
How about we get to know each other first? You know, names and such.
One name. No, wait, two. Well, it's like this. I sent you a note to look for hidden stuff by my friends. The Friends of Red Jenny. That's me. Well, I'm one. So is a fence in Montfort, some woman in Kirkwall. There were 3 in Starkhaven, brothers or something. It's just a name, yeah? It lets little people, friends, be part of something while they stick it to nobles they hate. So here, in your face, I'm Sarah. The Friends of Red Jenny are sort of out there. I used them to help you. Plus arrows.
Alright, cool. Ooh.
The Inquisition has spies already. Can you add to these professionals?
Here's how it is. You important people are up here, shoving your cods around. Blah, blah, I'll crush you. I'll crush you. Ooh, crush you. Then you've got cloaks and spy kings, like this tit. Or was he one of the little knives, all serious with his little knife? All those secrets, and what gave him up? Some houseboy who don't know shite, but knows a bad person when he sees one. So no, I'm not knifey shiv dark, all hidden. But if you don't listen down here too, you risk your breeches. Like those guards, I stole their... Look, do you need people or not? I want to get everything back to normal. Like you.
Heck yeah, join.
All right, Sarah. I can use you and your friends.
Yes! Getting good before you're too big to like. That'll keep your breeches where they should be. Plus extra breeches because I have all these... You have merchants who buy that piss, yeah? Got to be worth something. Anyway, Haven. See you there, Herald. This will be grand.
She seems fun. Ooh, trophy. They who stand. She is definitely unique. I think I'm gonna stick with my people for now. My OG people. Too many. That's awesome. Alright. Well, let's go back to Haven. Okay, always make sure I have a rogue and a warrior with me since I'm a mage. Okay. Yeah, you know what, I could see that, and I did notice when I was in Hinterlands, Varric had to unlock some doors for me. Yeah. Yep. Alright. What was I doing? Return to the Chantry. There's someone outside to talk to. It amazes me how well you know this game, like step by step. But you've played it, what did you say, 4 times?
I did not see good Templars and evil mages in that circle, sister. I saw prisoners and jailers. The prisoners learned fear, and the jailers cruelty.
But the Templars serve the Chantry.
Until we asked them to be less harsh in their treatment of the mages, at which point they rebelled. I am not certain the Chantry should ever have been backed by blades.
Oh, I keep lagging. Okay, so I'm not missing him. He's not, or I'm not missing them. They're just not here. Alright, we'll go inside first.
It's good you've returned. We heard of your encounter.
You heard?
My agents in the city sent word ahead, of course.
It's a shame the Templars have abandoned their senses, as well as the capital.
Alright,
We
let's
had
work
to
the
do
risk.
something, and now we have an opportunity.
Yes, and we have the opening we need to approach the Templars and the mages.
Do we? Lord Seeker Lucius is not the man I remember.
True, he has taken the orders somewhere, but to do what? My reports have been very odd.
We must look into it. I'm certain not everyone in the Order will support the Lord Seeker.
Or the Herald could simply go to meet the mages in Redcliffe instead.
You think the Mage Rebellion is more united? It could be 10 times worse.
I want to meet the mages.
I could at least find out what the mages want.
No doubt what they've
Lightly
always
disproves.
wanted. Support for their cause.
We shouldn't discount Redcliffe. The mages may be worth the risk.
They are powerful, Ambassador, but more desperate than you realize.
Do you think it's a
You
trap?
think the invitation could be some kind of trap?
If some among the rebel mages were responsible for what happened at the Conclave.
The same could be said about the Templars.
True enough. Right now, I'm not certain we have enough influence to approach the Order safely.
Then the Inquisition needs agents in more places. That's something you can help with.
In the meantime, we should consider other options. There is one other matter. Several months ago, the Grey Wardens of Ferelden vanished. I sent word to those in Orlais, but they have also disappeared. Ordinarily, I wouldn't even consider the idea they're involved in all this, but the timing is curious.
Are the
Grey Wardens. I'm not familiar with them.
That's from
They're
the
an
first
ancient order
games,
that
right?
has existed to fight Darkspawn invasions since the first Blights, thousands of years ago. They have faded since those glory days, but haven't disappeared entirely. Ordinarily, their order is neutral in political affairs, but they appear in strange places.
That does sound odd, I agree.
The others have disregarded my suspicion, but I
okay.
cannot ignore it. 2 days ago, my agents in the hinterlands heard news of a Grey Warden by the name of Blackwall. If you have the opportunity, please seek him out. Perhaps he can put my mind at ease.
And if he can't?
Then there may be more going on than we thought.
Threat remains. Quest complete. Travel to Redcliffe and make contact with the mages. Speak to the messenger. Search for Blackwall in the hinterlands. Alright, let's go back out. The messenger is Iron Bull Story. Okay, cool. Oh, and there is the person you were talking about.
Excuse me. I've got a message for the Inquisition, but I'm having a hard time getting anyone to talk to me.
Identify yourself.
Who are you, soldier?
Comisius Aclasi with the Bulls Chargers Mercenary Company. We mostly work out of Orlais and Navarra. We've got word of some Tevinter mercenaries gathering out on the Storm Coast. My company commander, Iron Bull, offers the information free of charge. If you'd like to see what the Bulls Chargers can do for the Inquisition, meet us there and watch us work.
The Bulls Chargers, huh? Tell me about your leader.
What should I know about your commander?
Iron Bull? He's a Canary like you. He's big, he's got the horns and all of it. He leads from the front. He pays well and he's a lot smarter than the last bastard I worked for. Best of all, he's professional. We accept contracts with whoever makes the first real offer. You're the first time he's gone out of his way to pick a side.
Huh, so he's Canary.
What can your bull's chargers offer the Inquisition?
We're loyal, we're tough, and we don't break contracts. Ask around Valroyo. We've got references. You lead a company yourself, right? So you know talk is cheap. Come to the Storm Coast and you can see us in action.
Why did your commander send us this information?
Iron Bull wants to work for the Inquisition. He thinks you're doing good work.
I look forward to meeting this Iron Bull.
We're the best you'll find. Come to the Storm Coast and you can see us in action.
Cool. The captain of the Chargers. Alright, well, I think I am going to call it there for tonight. I am feeling much better about what the heck I'm doing in this game now. So much progress tonight. Loki, thank you so much for hanging out and showing me the ropes. You just got back, Winfrey? Just got back in time to say goodnight. Oh well, it's all good. That was a lot of fun. I did not get as lost tonight. I don't think I got lost at all tonight. That's probably the first time playing this game that I didn't get lost. And Winfrey, you'll be happy to know I did not self-immolate at all tonight. There was none. Zero. It didn't happen. And I mean that. I'm not even being a smartass. Thank you guys for hanging out. I appreciate it. I hope y'all have a great rest of your evening. I'll be playing this again Friday night if I can wait that long. Late night. Probably not on till like 11:30 Eastern time. Hope y'all have a great rest of your week, and we'll see you next time. Have a good night. Peace, love, and gaming. Doodles.